Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating world of the natural sciences. I'm your host, David, and I'm thrilled to have you joining me on this journey of discovery. Today, we're going to explore a rather intriguing topic: deception in nature. Yes, you heard that right. Deception is not unique to humans. It's a pervasive strategy used by animals, plants, and even insects to survive, thrive, and sometimes just to get ahead. Imagine a world where birds can fool other species into raising their young, where beetles can infiltrate bee colonies by mimicking the queen, and where octopuses can change color in milliseconds to blend in with their surroundings. This is not science fiction. This is the natural world we live in. As James O'Hanlon so eloquently puts it in his book, Liars, Cheats, and Copycats, Trickery and Deception in Nature, diving into the science of deception can sometimes feel like shaking a tether that holds you down to reality. It's a reminder that our senses and instincts can be deceived, and that there's still so much we don't know about the natural world. From brood parasitism to camouflage, mimicry, and even chemical deception, the strategies used by living creatures to deceive each other are astounding. And it's not just about hiding in plain sight. Some animals have evolved to resemble other species entirely, like the chameleon vine that can modify its leaf shape to match whatever plant it's near. As we explore this fascinating world of deception, we're forced to confront our own moral assumptions about what it means to be deceitful. Do animals know they're being deceptive? Is it a conscious act, or just an instinctual behavior? These are questions that have puzzled scientists and philosophers for centuries. Join me as we venture into the complex and often surprising world of deception in nature. We'll be exploring more examples, discussing the science behind these strategies, and pondering the implications of this phenomenon on our understanding of the natural world. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. I'm your host, David. Today, we're exploring some incredible stories of conservation and community-led initiatives that are making a real difference in the natural world. In our previous segment, we delved into the fascinating tale of how deception and mimicry play a crucial role in the survival of certain species. Now, let's travel to the beautiful island of Bali, Indonesia, where a remarkable story of recovery and protection is unfolding. Deep within the lush landscapes of Bali, a bird once teetered on the brink of extinction, the majestic Bali starling, known for its striking white plumage and cobalt blue face. By 2001, only 6 of these birds were known to exist in the wild, a devastating decline largely due to aggressive poaching driven by the pet trade. The situation seemed dire, with conservation efforts by NGOs and the Indonesian government being overwhelmed by the scale of the problem. However, a turning point came in 2006 when the neighboring island of Nusa Penida was identified as a potential sanctuary for the Bali starling. Local communities, led by visionary individuals like Bayu Wirayuda, founder of Friends of the National Parks Foundation, embarked on a mission to protect this endangered species. Through in-person meetings with all the villagers on Nusa Penida, a collective agreement was reached to turn the island into a refuge for the Bali starling, leveraging Hindu-based customary laws known as awig-awig to enforce protection. The impact of this community-led initiative has been nothing short of remarkable. Former poachers have transformed into bird guides, capitalizing on the flourishing ecotourism on the island. The compliance with anti-poaching regulations improved dramatically by nearly 200%, a testament to the power of community engagement and traditional laws in conservation. As the Bali starling's population began to recover, reaching approximately 520 birds by 2021, villages on the Bali mainland also joined the effort, introducing similar community protections. This story underscores the critical role that local communities play in the conservation of endangered species. By embracing a culture of preserving wild birds and involving the entire community, these initiatives become self-regulating, fostering a sense of responsibility and stewardship among the residents. It's a powerful reminder that when we work together towards a common goal, even the most daunting challenges can be overcome. As we reflect on the journey of the Bali starling from the edge of extinction to its current path towards recovery, we're reminded of the importance of preserving our natural heritage for future generations. The success in Bali serves as a beacon of hope for conservation efforts worldwide, highlighting the potential for community-led initiatives to drive meaningful change. Welcome back to Nature Walk. As we conclude today's journey, let's take a fascinating look at the origins of a behavior that's often considered uniquely human: kissing. Researchers have been studying the evolutionary history of kissing, and their findings might just surprise you. It turns out that the mouth-on-mouth kiss has been around for a lot longer than you might think, a whopping 21 million years. The scientists behind this study defined a kiss as non-aggressive, directed oral contact with some movement of lips or mouth parts and no food transfer. And they found evidence of kissing in multiple species, including primates, wolves, prairie dogs, polar bears, and even albatrosses. By constructing an evolutionary family tree, they were able to pinpoint when this behavior likely evolved. It's believed that the common ancestor of humans and other great apes probably indulged in kissing, and that Neanderthals may have kissed too. In fact, one study found that modern humans and Neanderthals shared an oral microbe, suggesting that they must have been swapping saliva for hundreds of thousands of years after the two species split. While this research sheds light on when kissing evolved, it doesn't answer the question of why. Theories abound, from kissing arising from grooming behavior in our ape ancestors to providing an intimate way to assess a partner's health and compatibility. As we wrap up today's nature walk, remember that kissing is just one of many behaviors that we share with our non-human relatives. By studying these similarities, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the natural world and our place within it. So next time you lean in for a kiss, consider the ancient roots of this behavior and the fascinating story behind it. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.